Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Magic Matters. My name is Deni.
I'm Erica.
We are so glad that you're here. So just settle in, friends, and grab your coziest sweater and let's talk about all things Disney fun. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, we need to do a shout out.
We need to shout out to our producer, Lightstrong Media.
Whoop, whoop.
We love her. Thank you so much for making this happen for us and all your editing skills. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
absolutely. Also, if you're not following us on social, what are you waiting for, friends? Come on, jump in there. Jump in. The water's fine. So follow us on Magic Matters Pod. We'd love to have you following along there. We share all sorts of things. Erica's really awesome at that. If there's Disney news to be had, you can check our Instagram stories and you know that Erica's dropped it in there. So definitely check that out and follow along. Friends, today we have a very deep question. But before we get to that very deep question, big shout out to friends, to audience members, to fellow Disney magic makers, careening through the cosmos, Katrina and Rachel, for making us these Magic Matter friendship bracelets.
They're so cute. I love them.
They are the sweetest, and they utilize the colors that we have on our branding. So we love this. So yay! I love that.
Maybe it'll focus if it wants to. No?
Yep. So
well, it's fine.
Thank you, Rachel.
It's cute.
Thank you, Katrina. Follow them on social for their fun thoughts of all things Disney. So careening through the cosmos.
I'll put that in the description as well.
Perfect. So we wear them with great pride.
They're so cute.
Thank you. So exciting. So back to the big and important. Do we need to get right to the question, or is there something else
we're gonna
do
a little check-in real quick.
Good.
Because I have a Halloween Horror Nights update for everybody. Last time we spoke, we were talking about the houses that I've done, and I've been doing some more. Okay. I've now done 5 houses at Halloween Horror Nights, okay?
Amazing.
I started the season saying I'd only do 1, being Ghostbusters, and now we're here at 5.
Look at you.
Look at me.
Look at you.
So brave. So my 5th house was A Quiet Place, and I was really nervous going into line. It was only a 20-minute wait, though, which never happens. It was a very rainy night, okay? So, nobody was there. It was Sunday. And it was super rainy, and we went to the Troye Sivan and Charlie XCX concert, the Sweat Tour.
Very nice.
We left that and then went to HHN. So it was pretty late in the night, so there was nobody there.
What an evening for you.
Right.
That's quite a moment
right.
to be had.
Only a 20-minute wait, and I was nervous in line. I had my little headphones, but I was nervous, my little earplugs. But then I got in the house, and it was perfectly fine. I got through. It was really easy. It was a good time. When I got out of the house, my heart wasn't trying to jump out of my chest, whereas when I did Eternal Bloodlines, I walked out of that house shaking. I needed a Sprite. I needed a moment. This wasn't bad. So I also have done Major Suites. Really fun, campy house. There's nothing gory in there. Not a lot of big scares, but a lot of guest activated triggers, which is really fun. So now my house list is Ghostbusters, Eternal Bloodlines, Goblins, Major Suites, and A Quiet Place.
Amazing.
Yeah. So that's my little check-in I wanted to do.
Look at you.
Yeah.
You are so brave.
I know.
I'm
doing big things.
You are doing big things.
Big things.
I love this for you. Good for you. You're getting more than what you expected to get out of this season, so that's awesome.
I know.
Good for you.
I underestimated myself, but I'm doing the thing.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. I feel really brave.
Yes. You're doing it.
You're doing it.
Hey, can I share something that my hubby did that was I know a lot of times we talk about our big Disney things. So I came home the other day and he surprised me with 3 new Disney Munchlings to open. So I have my favorites, and I have they're all up in our bedroom, and so they're not always in bed at the same time because there wouldn't be enough room for Brian.
Brian,
be
you get the 4.
Exactly, it would be Brian or it would be the Munchlings. No, it's not that bad, although he might tell you it is. But so he had them all displayed on my side of the bed when I got home that day. Aww. And I went, oh my gosh! And I scooped up the boxes and I ran downstairs, and I'll have a reel up. It'll be up by the time this is up, but of me opening them. So they have started releasing scented Munchlings again. This day is such a moment for us who like the scented Munchlings. So Brian got me one that wasn't scented and then 2 that were, and it was just so much fun to open them up. It's just a great reminder that Disney invites you to be a kid. And it doesn't matter what age you are. It's fun to open up something that's a complete surprise to you. And that was just such a joy-filled, fun-filled moment. I'm here at home, and he was out at Disney Springs earlier in the day and saw that they were on sale, and some of them were scented, and he thought that would be a fun thing to do.
Now I have to go find them.
Yes!
Because I haven't bought a Munchling in a hot minute. I want to buy one of the Halloween ones, I know that for sure, but I haven't bought one in a while. Mm-hmm. I think the last time I went on a Munchlings shopping spree was when my grandfather passed away, because I needed to find happiness in something. Yeah. And that was almost exactly a year ago. A few days ago is exactly a year. So I don't think I've bought another one since.
There are 3
so I gotta go
series right now that are all scented that are out.
I gotta go. I gotta go find them.
It was so much fun. And one of them I pulled the Mystery Chaser.
That's
so
fun.
It was really, really, it was fun. So here's to whoever's doing merch in the Disney Munchlings category, because thank you for giving us what we really, really want.
We love. Speaking about Munchlings, which are themed after snacks, that goes into the hardest topic that Deni could ever give me in the world.
Moo-ha-ha. So, here we go, everyone. Settle in, friends. So, I recently did a video with dear friends of mine, the Rolfson family, and of Careening Through the Cosmos, so Rachel and Katrina and their parents. And I posed a question to them before doing our vlog. I said, we were going to meet in Epcot, and I said, okay, what's the one snack, if you could only have one snack during your visit to this park, which one would you get and why? And we traipsed all over the park, having there's 4 Rolfsons, so having each of their favorite snacks. And so I just kind of went, yep, okay, why don't we talk about that today? And expand it to the other parks, so including Disney Springs. So if we could only get one snack in each of those 5 locations, which snack would we get? And of course, for me, when I think about a certain park and all the snacks that are inside, I don't want just one, thank you. I would like 5. So to dwindle it down to just one is not the easiest thing to do. So, but I want to hear your first. Where are we going first?
So,
which park?
First of all, we all know I'm the queen of picking 3 items at a time.
Yes.
Okay, so picking one was hard, and also having an allergy. It's hard to find things. But I'm going to start at Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
But this is if I didn't have an allergy, okay?
Okay.
Please.
Fair.
Because it was my favorite thing.
Okay.
It's changed a little bit, and people had a whole hoopla about it changing, but it's okay.
Okay.
We're going to go to Sleepy Hollow.
Okay.
And we're going to get what is now a Mickey waffle with the chicken.
Very good. With the chicken.
Yes.
Okay.
I do like the Nutella one, but I hate bananas, and I don't want to go through the process of being like, hey, no bananas. So, Sleepy Hollow is definitely a spot for me. I loved that spicy chicken waffle sandwich. Now it's just a Mickey waffle, but
why'd they have to do that to our waffles?
Exactly.
Why'd they have to go and do
that? If
that?
I had no allergy, that's where I'd go for Magic Kingdom. My one snack. It's just so good. And it smells so good over there too.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
For me, in Magic Kingdom, I'm going to the confectionery. Listen, we all know that they pump in that scent on Main Street. Mm-hmm. We know it's not, those aren't actually cookies baking that we're smelling as we walk down Main Street. Yeah. It's a whatever. But I still, it bids me to come in. And so I'll step in there and I'll go right to the counter and I will order their chocolate filled cookie that also has M&Ms on top as well. It is a fudgy, glorious treat. It's right around $6 and it will fill you up. It's also perfectly shareable as well. So my advice is, if it's been a while since you've been in the confectionery, number one, a handful of years ago, they redid the whole thing. And it's gorgeous.
Yes, so pretty.
Pristine. This place is just gorgeous. It has a great backstory, so stop and take your time to look around. And then step right forward. There is a Mars candy partnership that's going on, so you'll see a lot of different Mars candies used in their treats. But that cookie is my favorite snack right now in the Magic Kingdom. So the day that Tron opened and we were going to get to ride for the first time, I grabbed one of those guys and I stuck it in my backpack. And so when we were in line for Tron and going through the whole process, early in the whole process of getting on Tron, I had my cookie and Brian and I ate it. It was wonderful. So that's where you go. You go into the confectionery, you get that cookie. It's amazing.
Okay. Light Strong Media would agree with you.
Okay.
She likes to get the cake pops from the confectionery.
Oh, very good.
Those are her favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to be a caramel apple kind of girl.
Oh, I like that.
I love those. I used to get them pre-sliced so that they're easier to share with people.
Have to.
So you're not just like taking bites out of it altogether.
Because then you lose your dental work and it's not good.
Exactly. So
pull out that filling. And my advice, I wouldn't have gone for that cookie, and it's like, I think they call it a cookie pie if I remember correctly. And I wouldn't have gone for that if I had not asked the cast member behind the counter what their favorite thing was. Okay. So if you're ever stumped as to what to try, there's just too many, like, it's just decision fatigue, because we can all get like that in the Disney parks. Ask the cast member what their favorite thing is, and then try that. And you may find a new favorite thing, as I did.
I agree.
Yay! Excellent. Okay, so where are we going next?
So I do things in order of how things opened. So we're going to Epcot.
Excellent. I love that for us.
So we're going to the Kringla Bakery over in Norway. And we're getting the chocolate Norwegian Kringla, which is like their pretzel looking situation.
Yes.
It is dairy-free. If you are vegan or have an allergy, just make sure, because sometimes they can change ingredients. Wow. So ask to see the binder. Okay. But as of right now, it is still vegan, that one, and the almond one as well. Because they have two. They have a chocolate one and an almond one. Those, as of right now, are both vegan. Of course, just ask just in case to see the binder if you just want to double check, because it's always good to double check. But as of right now, it is. And, I love stopping there to get that. It is, for me, it's the perfect way to start an Epcot day or the perfect way to end, okay? You just grab that little treat, especially if you're staying for the fireworks. You go grab that. Yes. You have a little snack.
Yes.
It is my favorite thing to get at Epcot during the winter months. It's like a must-do for me. I'm like, oh, winter has hit. Christmas decorations are out.
Where's my pretzel?
We're going to Kringla Bakery and getting my treats.
I love that.
So good. It literally, I have to go there. Like between November to March, I'm stopping there.
A masterful stroke on your behalf. I mean, on your part. Like this that's perfection. It doesn't get any. Right. It might get better than that depending on who you are. But no, that's an amazing thought. I feel like Kringla Bakery Odd Cafe is a place that is just under-visited by guests to begin with. I think sometimes park visitors just, we've talked about it, you get on the track and you don't step into a pavilion, you just think this is just what you're supposed to do in Epcot. Or maybe you're thinking, oh, Norwegian stuff. I can't do that. Oh, yes, you can. And that pretzel, and you might also be tempted to think that pretzel is just a pretzel like any other pretzel.
No.
It's not. It's more of a pastry than a pretzel.
So good.
It's divine. It is so delicious. And it's ginormous.
Oh, yeah.
So
it's definitely something that you can share. I don't share it. I want it all to myself.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
I have offered family members pieces. But I will not be sharing.
Small pieces, I'm sure. Bite size.
It's really good, though. I love it. It's
I love that.
definitely for me. What about you?
That's great. I'm going back to the France Pavilion. Okay, our favorite place. And I'm going to our L'Artisan de Glace, and I'm having the chocolate ice cream. You will sense a trend here with my choices in that a lot of them involve ice cream because I love ice cream. But I am telling you, that ice cream back in the France Pavilion is ice cream like you've never had it before.
Oh, for sure.
It is the most flavorful. The flavors are so deep and rich. My favorite is absolutely chocolate. You can also, the coffee flavor is also quite good. Brian loves the mint chocolate chip, and the mint chocolate chip is not like mint chocolate chip that you have had, or the mint. It is like straight up mint. Real, like you've got a mint leaf in your mouth. It's so good. And they'll do a gingerbread during the winter months. So they do seasonal flavors. It's just the literal best. And if you see that line coming out their walkway and starting to go past like Monsieur Paul's entrance, don't fret. It does move. It does move.
The actual indoor space is so small there.
It is.
Don't be too sad about the line, but
it's the best.
Back in the day, when I didn't know I had an allergy, and I was just loved suffering, I would get they have the macaron ice cream sandwich.
Oh yeah.
I get the chocolate one.
Incroyable.
So good.
Yeah,
so
or their croque monsieur, their croque sandwich,
where
they press it into the brioche pastry. Like, holy cow!
So good.
Yeah,
so good. I mean,
delicious.
anything you get in the France Pavilion is good.
It is. I agree. So okay, where we're going now?
Next, we're going to
Hollywood.
Yes. Hollywood Studios again. Okay. This is. I had to pick two, okay? One is
my word.
One is if I didn't have an allergy, okay?
I tell you what. Okay.
If I didn't have an allergy,
we'll let it slide.
I'm going to Woody's Lunchbox, and I'm gonna get one of the little tarts that they do, their version of their Pop-Tarts.
Okay.
And getting whatever the seasonal one is, because I used to love the seasonal ones. Right now they have a pumpkin one that I wish I could eat. Okay, I dream about it all the time, and I love their Christmas one. It's so good. Okay. So for those of you that don't have any dietary restrictions, please go get that. Me, normal person Erica now, I'm gonna go get the vegan Rancho wrap as my snack.
Ooh, okay. And that's going to be a heartier snack for you. So that's good in the midst of all of these snacks.
Yes.
That's good that there's something to kind of
I need something to fill me up. It's also something that I wouldn't mind sharing. I can cut it in half and share it with somebody if we really have to get there. But I'm a person that if I'm going to have a snack and I know that I don't have any dining reservations or stuff, I need it to fill me up. Yeah. So a Rancho wrap is one of those for me.
I love that. I've espoused my great love of this snack for years, and so I'm walking into the park, I'm taking a right down Sunset Boulevard, I'm going to the end to Hollywood Scoops, and I'm having the hot fudge sundae with mint chocolate chip ice cream. And I'm sitting there at the base of the Tower of Terror, and I'm listening to people scream on the attraction while I eat my hot fudge sundae. To me, there's nothing better than having that. I eat hot fudge sundaes for the hot fudge, so I do enjoy the ice cream, but I want the hot fudge. So I don't drink, but I do eat hot fudge. So whenever I need a little hot fudge, it's for medicinal purposes typically, and that brings me so much joy. Sitting right there in that moment, eating all that hot fudge. In fact, thinking of it right now, that's all I want right now. That's where I want to be. So I'm really, that's my favorite. Yes, there's some other great snacks. That carrot cake cookie is fantastic. Any of the seasonal treats, because Hollywood Studios does a really good job with seasonal treats.
Yeah.
They really try to put out some cute things. Careful though, sometimes they put out treats that look good and they taste yucky. Like, not good at all.
Yeah.
But they do try, and so I can give them an A for effort on that. But really, for me, it's all about Hollywood Scoops.
I do like their like plant-based ice cream there.
Okay.
I had it recently, because when I was working for Disney, they had a thing where cast could get free ice cream one day from back there, and they had the vegan option back there, and I got to have it, and it was actually pretty good.
That's awesome.
So I like that there's an option there too, because that's my dad's favorite spot when we're at Hollywood Studios. It doesn't matter because his birthday's in December and then my brother's birthday's in January, so they're either visiting in December or January.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Nope.
My dad doesn't care if it's 32 degrees at night. He's like, we're all stopping as a family to get ice cream, and if we're at Hollywood Studios, it's at Hollywood Studios. We're stopping all together. The entire family's getting ice cream, no matter what the temperature is.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, he's like, it's like, temperature doesn't matter when it comes to ice cream. No. I'm like, okay.
No, it does not. I would agree. All right, so if we're going to Disney's Animal Kingdom next, what would you like to get for your one snack? One snack.
I feel like this spot is overlooked.
Okay.
Because there's never people outside of this, like, ever.
Okay.
We're going to the Smiling Crocodile, which some of you are probably like, who? Where?
Right.
That is near Adventure's Outpost, where you can meet Mickey and Minnie in their little safari outfits.
It's one of the kiosks, right?
So the one that's normally busy is the one that has like the mac and cheese with like the pulled pork.
Eight Spoon Cafe.
Yes, and they have like the there's like a sandwich situation with the mac and cheese there.
Yes.
Okay. People are normally over there at 8 Spoon Cafe. You go to Smiling Crocodile, there is no line, and you can get some really good street tacos.
Really?
Yes, I get the corn street tacos.
I'm shocked.
Without cheese.
Okay.
If you have severe allergies, I wouldn't go there because they're not like an allergy approved location, and they'll let you know that. I never had an issue there with cross-contamination or anything like that because I've been fine every time I've eaten there.
Okay.
When it comes to the street tacos, I'm okay with taking that risk. But again, I don't have an allergy that's going to send me into the hospital, just send me to bed for 2 days. So I'm okay with like slightly dancing on the risk of that for the street tacos. But you get 2. So you can either share or have them for yourself and walk around. But they're great. They're so good.
Okay.
I love stopping there.
I've never stopped there. Never in my
They have
life.
a chicken taco.
Okay.
They have the corn street taco, and then I think there's a beef street taco. They're so good. And they're never busy.
Okay. So, sometimes they have funky hours of being open, so you got to keep an eye on the app.
Yes.
For when Smiling Crocodile is open, but I will do that next time.
Yeah.
Because I'm always open to something new.
Really
in Animal
good.
Kingdom. That's awesome.
I love it. It has like you know how like the flavors of Animal Kingdom are so unique.
Yeah.
They have that type of flavor. It's
That's so cool.
So great.
That's so cool.
I love.
Good for you. Good for you. For me, I'm going back to the Harambe fruit market, Harambe Fruit Market, and so that's the kind of the permanent bigger kiosk that's right outside of the safari. So like where you go in to go back for the safaris, and I'm getting a wonderful big container of strawberries. Yes, friends, I'm just buying strawberries. And you would think, Deni, you can get strawberries at the grocery store. Why are you getting them in Animal Kingdom? No, friends. No, friends. These strawberries are better than anything that you and I can get at the grocery store. I am 100%.
She's like, Publix
serious.
Who?
Exactly. These are the biggest, most beautiful strawberries. And when you are in the middle of a Disney vacation, you don't always get fresh fruit because you and I are gobbling down every yummy, salty, processed everything that we can get our fingers on. And because I love that stuff. Like on vacation, I want all the fun. But when it comes to an Animal Kingdom day, that is my favorite snack in that park. It is so fresh. It is so good. I was not the one to come up with this, to bring this to my attention. Because friends, understand, I'm not noticing fruit. I'm not noticing fruit.
You're
There
like,
are too
fruit
many.
is not on
Exactly. There's a Simba pretzel. Oh, I'm noticing that, but I'm not noticing the fruit. My sister was the one. My sister and her family have been down here for years, traveling down here for years. Most years, a couple of times every year. And when her kids were little, and even now that they're grown, like or older, they're teenagers. It's that fresh fruit that they crave, and that I love. Like, I'll take a picture every time I go and get strawberries and send it to my sister. Like, oh, the strawberries are still here. They're thinking of you, because it's so good and refreshing. And it's a great snack that just kind of makes you feel, satisfied, but also really good, because you're giving your body something yummy. I'm good.
Now I need to go check out those strawberries, because I love strawberries.
It's a great
But
snack.
now that you mentioned that side of the park, I'm like, oh, there's another snack
I
that I
know.
love over there at the Katsuri little window.
Yes.
Oh, they always have good stuff there.
Katsuri Bakery.
Yeah.
Yes, it's so good.
They always have good stuff. But
they have a cinnamon roll back there.
That is so one. They've had empanadas there. They're so good. But
you're right, and it's literally a hole in the wall.
Literally
hole in the wall.
Yeah.
And you could fly right past it heading for the safaris. But no, stop, pump the brakes.
Yeah.
Notice that there's a cash
good.
register right there. It'll say bakery right there, and yeah, stop and pay attention.
They had like a potato empanada for Hispanic Heritage Month last year.
It was
really? I got it several times. It was so good. But so are the street tacos, so I'll keep that as my top one. But
all right, okay.
Gosh, so good.
So we're done in the parks, and we're heading to Disney Springs.
Yes.
And this is where, for me, it gets dicey, because that's all I want to do at Disney Springs is eat. Like,
that's the only reason I go.
Just shove things in my face. That's all I want to do.
Shopping.
You're not shopping. You're eating. I love that for you. Okay. All right.
I'll window shop, but I'm here to eat.
Give me food in my mouth.
Please.
What would you be
This
getting?
is really hard for me, because everybody knows that I'm obsessed with the cookie bar at Summer House. Okay?
Yeah.
Even though I can only have one cookie, but it's such a good cookie. Okay?
Again, Disney invites you to be a child.
Right.
Like, this is amazing.
I know I have to put that on the back burner, because we have had now, this is our 12th episode. I think I have mentioned the cookie bar in like at least 7 of these episodes. Okay. So instead, I'm just going to take a little diagonal across the way, and I'm going to go to Salt and Straw.
Mm-hmm.
I say that because every time you go, unless you're going every day, they've got a rotation of flavors happening for each month. So I think it's very unique. It's a unique thing at Disney Springs, because the menu's always changing. Yes, they keep, like the fan faves, they keep those.
The classic flavors.
Yeah, they keep those there steady for you. But then they have that rotating list of seasonal flavors, and you can't go wrong. It's also another place where people who fall under the vegan category or have a dairy allergy, there are options for you on the classic list and on the rotating flavors. So you always have at least 2 options to choose from, ice cream wise. And I just think it's just so different. Because, like, we all know Deni loves going to Ghirardelli and getting her hot fudge sundae. And that is always going to stay consistent and the same and beautiful. I love places with a rotating menu. Yeah. When I loved to suffer, when I used to love suffering, I loved going to Crumble Cookie because there was a different cookie every week. Okay?
I hear you.
Was I suffering immensely?
Yes.
I felt horrible. But I'm a sucker.
It's so delicious.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for a rotating menu.
Yeah.
So that's why I really love Salt and Straw. And I think if you do like seasonal options, Gideon's is another good place to go to, because they have seasonal cookies. There's like that one cookie a month that's for that month. So I'm just someone that loves seasonal menus. I really do. So I'm going to say Salt and Straw.
I like that.
I just think it's a great place. It's also right outside the movie theater.
Yeah.
It's
so easy.
Yeah, it's just so easy to get to, especially if you're parking in surface parking or the orange garage is right there.
It's right there, and it calls to you.
Yeah.
Because it only makes sense that you walk out of seeing your movie and get right into line for Salt and Straw.
And if you don't want to wait
like
in line for Salt and Straw, the cookie bar is also right in front of you.
Oh my gosh! And that's the thing.
Right there.
It is a snack. Disney Springs is now a snack lover's paradise. It just. You could be shoveling stuff in your mouth the entire night and just be such a happy camper.
And even from the most basic thing, like getting pretzels, like at Westwood Pretzels, right? Like from the simplest of things.
Churros. Sunshine churros.
Yeah,
Good grief.
Sunshine churros. They have so many different types of churros with different toppings. Like, I see them on social media all the time. I'm like, I wish, my friend, that I could have this. Because they look so good. And then you have, on one side you have the Candy Cauldron. On the other side you have Goofy's Candy Co. So there is that like Disney familiar bakery option as well.
Yep.
And then there are just so many little places to, like, what's that? Marketplace Snacks?
Oh,
With the bubble waffle ice cream thing.
Yep.
There's that. That's a lot of fun. You can't go wrong at Disney Springs. There is food everywhere.
Exactly.
Literally, I work right next to BB Wolf's.
Yes, you do.
And the other day, I was like, I don't want the lunch that I brought, and so I'm gonna get the plant-based bratwurst. So I didn't like the food that I had with me, so I got the plant-based brat, and it was really good. It had sauerkraut on it, an amazing mustard. It wasn't like a normal plain mustard. It was fancy. A good mustard, okay? On a pretzel bun.
Oh, Oktoberfest.
Yes.
Let's go.
So it's like you can't go, and it's something also that, like, their food items there, they're a good size you can share. It was so good. So it's just, there's food everywhere.
I know. It's hard to just pick just one.
But for, like, truly snack-wise, I mean, Salt and Straw's fun.
Yeah. Listen, Salt and Straw is one of my favorites as well. For sure. Ghirardelli, as you mentioned, nothing better. Ton of hot fudge. Remember, it's all about hot fudge.
If Deni's ever having a rough day and you can't find her,
yes,
she's somewhere with hot fudge.
I'm shoveling it into my mouth. I am. I'll take Kilwins in Celebration. Oh my gosh. Put a pin in that real quick. Kilwins in Celebration. If you're ever in Celebration, Kilwins is a great ice cream parlor. The time before last that we went, Brian mentioned something about me only being there for the hot fudge, and they gave me an extra bowl of hot fudge with my ice cream. I took that hot fudge home, I put it in the refrigerator, and I would like take nibbles of just straight up hot fudge and put it back in the fridge, and it made me so happy.
Were you ever the person that would go through the McDonald's drive-thru and get a hot fudge sundae?
Oh yeah.
I love
and
that.
ask for extra hot fudge. Oh yeah.
I love that. My grandma was that person.
Oh yeah.
They also had the caramel one too.
Oh yeah.
That you could get.
Yeah.
But she loved going to the drive-thru to get either of those.
Yep.
And she'd be like, "You want one?" And I was like, "Yeah, I want one."
Yeah, with peanuts.
Yeah.
And then I got over the peanuts, and I was just like, I just extra hot fudge, please.
Yeah.
And sometimes they would give me extra hot fudge, so that's good.
I love that.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. So I love the cookie bar. The lemon cookie is one of my very favorite things, and I almost place that as my one snack to have at Disney Springs. But if I'm being fully honest and authentic with myself, I'm going to Gideon's. I'm getting in the virtual queue if there is one, or I'm standing in line for 20 minutes to get cookies. Specifically, you can't go wrong with their original chocolate chip. You just can't. This is a cookie that is a lot of times, and it's so funny because one of the times that Brian and I were out front, because I don't know about you, I don't let my cookies sit very long. I eat them. I get them in my mouth. Like, thank you very much, and now how fast can I eat it? So I go out front, and so we both sat down and we were both eating cookies one day, and we had like 3, 4, 5 people as they're walking by ask us if it's really worth it. Is it worth the wait? Is it worth getting in the standby or the virtual queue? And every time, Brian and I just looked at them and said, yes. I mean, do you see the cookie in my hand right now? Like,
oh, yeah.
This thing is absolutely 100% worth every wait you could ever have to wait in to get it. Steve, the head honcho of Gideon's, super active on social, so follow them on Instagram if you don't. But this is his grandmother's recipe, and he has perfected it, and like their seasonal ones, it does not get better than Stuart Valencia's cookie in my book. That doubled with the Krampus or Krampus, I don't know how to say it, Krampus cookie. Krampus cookie at Christmas time, because that's mint chocolate chip.
Okay.
So, which is one of my favorite flavor combinations. So if you're there during the holidays, get that. But no joke, that's absolutely where I'm going. And I know it's like, of course that's Gideon's. Probably, some people might be thinking, but yeah, of course it's Gideon's for good reason.
Yeah. Light Strong Media, she loves the chocolate chip cookie from there.
Oh.
Yeah, so much that for her birthday, I took her to East End, so she could just walk up and get the cookie, and we wouldn't have to wait in line.
There's nothing better than East End.
Yeah.
Because you do.
The only thing with Julissa is she takes her time. Like, that cookie will be there for days.
Sure.
She breaks it up. And
Ugh.
she doesn't have the biggest sweet tooth. She's more of a savory person.
Okay.
So she saves the cookie, like, in little pieces. Yeah. And, like, we'll have it for, like, a week.
Sometimes.
Couldn't be me. I have there's no self-control here.
I mean, I think I can eat at most a half of a cookie at one sitting. I don't gobble the whole thing. So yeah, I'll do that when I get home, especially if I get 3 or 4 cookies. Then, Brian and I will take a knife and carve off a chunk and eat it. But yeah, no, they are so good. And if you're a cold brew fan, their cold brews are off the chain and vegan.
Yes, so I need to go. I don't think I've had coffee from there since it opened. So I really want to go back and get coffee.
Yeah, you have to.
We should do a coffee review.
Have to. I would gladly do that. Can we get cookies too?
Yeah, we can get cookies.
Okay. One thing I would say, having a vegan as a kid, I would love for Steve and the Gideon's team to come up with a vegan cookie.
That's my dream. You hear me?
Yeah.
Please, I want to eat a Gideon cookie so bad.
Yeah.
But I know that I can't.
No, you would be doubled over.
Yeah, it'd be really bad. It would be really, really bad.
No, we don't want you ill.
No.
But yeah, no, I would love for my kiddo to be able to sink their teeth into one of those cookies and go, oh, this is. Like, they get it just because they get it. But it would be great to offer everybody that experience.
If Oreos can already be vegan as is, I think we could have a vegan cookie at Gideon's.
Absolutely. It can be done. We have the technology.
Yes.
So that's our list.
Yeah.
I love that.
And obviously now we need to know yours. It truly is a really hard question because when you start to really think about it, you're like, there's so many food spots throughout each park. And it's really hard to narrow it down, but you can do it. We believe in you.
It's not impossible. You've got this. So let us know down in the comments section your answer. Which snack, if you could only pick one, which snack would you pick in each Disney location? So Walt Disney World location, including Disney Springs. Let us know your answers down below. And we look forward to being able to see what your ideas are. Because I'm sure you guys have amazing ideas. So we would love to do that. Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you haven't already, please like it. Please subscribe to the channel. We're really trying to grow and increase our community size here and, our bandwidth, our reach. We really want to invite as many people into this safe theme park loving space as we can. So please subscribe and also share it with a friend. Maybe a friend of yours has a trip planned soon and they need to know about snacks. Okay? So please, please, please share it with a friend. If you want to follow along with me on Instagram, on YouTube, you can find me at Deni_Sunderly.
And if you want to hang out with me all over the social media universe, you can find me at Healthy Dose of Disney.
I love that. I love that. Thank you so much again for following along, and big shout out again to our producer, Light Strong Media. Without her, we could not be doing this, like literally. So we thank her for that. Whatever you've got going on this week, whether the snacks you are eating are Mickey shaped or otherwise, always remember, that magic
matters.